Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a game between Barcode and INnoVation here on Dreamcatcher, the latter edition. Top left-hand corner, the red Zerg player Barcode. Bottom right-hand corner, the blue Terran player INnoVation. Alright, so the Barcode is at least GM on the Korean ladder because that's where this was played. INnoVation showed up last week on my channel. Got this from lotv.spawningtool.com, a great place to find replays of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and build orders in case you're struggling against your opponents on ladder. Alright, INnoVation going for a 1-rack to expand here. There we go. And Barcode going for, yes, going for a hatch first play. Just making sure. And the timing is a little bit late from Barcode. APM check, 230 average, 267 average for INnoVation. We'll see. We'll see if this Barcode player is up to the challenge versus INnoVation. This could be anybody. This could be Rogue. This could be, I don't know, who else plays on the Korean ladder. This could be Sue. Out here, Sue would be an interesting matchup for INnoVation for sure. Who else plays? I mean, any number of European players also play out there sometimes. So, I mean, just could be anyone, really. I did actually hear that Rainer, the Zerg player, the Zerg young player, 15 years old or so, from, is Rainer from Italy? I believe Rainer is from Italy. He moved to Korea, so he's going to get those superpowers of playing on the Korean ladder against Koreans all the time and basically come back a new player, which is something that Special has done, which is something that Scarlet did. It's just, if you want to be an amazing player, you can either do, okay, so in fairness, Cyril never left Finland. Cyril is in Finland, he's going to be in Finland, and he's incredible. But other players to get superpowers have gone to Korea, and it's kind of worked out for them. This Reaper's name is Scout, a double-jumping slugger from the mean streets of Boston. The Scout heard that he could make big money as a mercenary for MANN. However, Scout signed the wrong paperwork for the wrong military program, ending up as a Reaper instead. Now he is still a low-health, fast flanker. He's still a low-health, fast flanker that jumps really well, but in a world where everyone has an absolutely perfect aim. Ooh, it's a good point. It's a really good point. A double jumping slugger. Does that mean he plays baseball? Is that what this person intends? Or is he like an enforcer, right, for the mob? You know what I mean? I don't know what that Reaper saw that made him go back home, because these Lings are playing defense. These Lings are hanging out. The Queen's going to be out now. The Reaper lost his window to really get anything done because he was worried about Lings pushing up into his natural base and killing the SCV, or at least making the SCV run away when he's trying to build that command center. So, hey, we'll take it if you're Barcode. Absolutely. Late Reaper is better than on-time Reaper for sure. Third base gets up, no problemo. You don't have to escort it before your third base goes down because the Reaper's harassing the whole process. Yeah, all right. Meanwhile, it is going to be another barracks here, working on Marines, working on a factory. Next up, a starport. It looks very, very much like it is. Look at this skin. Very much going to be a double medevac drop here. Although, yeah, there's your starport. Some Marines are out early. We can see Terran players transition into mech after a certain number of Marines. We can see Terran players transition into bio after a certain number of Hellions. So it's hard for me to call it at this point, but it looks very much like we're just going to go ahead and swap, the starport onto the reactor, get a double medevac drop on out here, and then Barcode needs to defend against that. I actually had somebody tell me on ladder that some players like to get a +1 ground carapace on their Zerglings before that drop shows up. And I was like, is there enough time to do that? You kind of have to rush it, right? You gotta get that evolution chamber up pretty quick because that drop shows up at about 5 to 5.5 minutes. And I guess you could start it now. It would be 114 seconds. You could have it done, I suppose. Does he have enough gas for it? He does now, and he is going ground carapace. Is this something I've just been missing for all these years? I haven't noticed Zerg players going for that ground carapace to prepare for this drop. It really does make it harder for the Marines to kill them. There's your double medevac. Our Marines are increasing in number here. Got an engineering bay at the front. Double engineering bay wall off from INnoVation. Very interesting indeed. Ling checking for a third base. Nope. Ling checking for this third base. Nope. No sign of it. So definitely going to be some kind of an aggression. No Hellions really at this point should tell you it is going to be a double medevac push here. They're boosting out. Where are the Marines? They're going to catch up with the Marines who are already pushing out across the map here. Now, see the timing here. Still about another another minute before that upgrade is done. Oh, this Overlord is providing some time. A little bit, not a lot of time. Creep spread pushing out here too. I don't think the lings, which are being made right now, 16 lings at about 5 minutes with a 56 to 40 harvester harvester lead. Wow. Words are hard sometimes. Harvester lead here for a barcode versus the INnoVation. Creep spread pushing out, pushing out. I really like what we're seeing here. Now the drop's going to go, and the upgrade is not done yet. I don't know. Maybe this timing doesn't work. Because we're at 5.5 minutes, and it's not there yet. So these lings will not have the benefit of that upgrade when these Marines show up. They're going to have stim. They're going to have... That's about it. They're going to have stim. No combat shield. No attack upgrades. No armor upgrades. Lings are waiting for this drop to come on in. And so far, so good. Queen count looking pretty healthy for Barcode. He's got 8 of them. Holy smokes, he's got 8 queens at 5 minutes. That is my new goal as Zerg players, to have 8 queens at 5 minutes and have 59 workers and have +1 ground carapace on the way. Because that is the cool thing to do. 3 base to 3 base here. INnoVation is looking really just... he looks worried. It looks like he doesn't want to push in. He hasn't killed any creep tumors. Reaper gonna die here. Nope, Reaper does not actually die there. He's holding this wall, interestingly enough. Here come the lings! They do have that +1 ground carapace. He timed that well. He said, it's harder for you Marines to kill me because you attack quickly and every one of your attacks is negated by this +1 armor that I've got right now. Banelings coming on in. 13 Banelings in production. He recognizes this is going to be some kind of a crazy 2-base all-in because there's no 3rd base from my opponent yet. This is going to be really scary really soon. Centrifugal Hooks is on the way, but it's not there yet. And Scout's still here, man. He's leading this charge, which means I think he's going to die. I really worry about him leading the flank there, but he's not. He's not anymore. He's running around killing creep tumors. INnoVation, again, just being very patient. Doesn't really want to engage here, and neither does Barcode for some reason. What does he want to do? All right, there go the lings. That wrap around, and everybody gets saved. Not a single Marine dies there. That is amazing reaction time from INnoVation. Recognizing getting surrounded by those lings with the Banelings crashing in means everybody dies. A lower level player would have lost all these Marines, for sure. Platinum level, Diamond 3, would have lost this push straight up. And now engaging off creep is Barcode. I don't know about this. Banelings get a couple decent hits off there. How many Marines have died? 8 of them? And Scout. So far, so good. I'd say from the Barcode player. Really has nothing to worry about from INnoVation. He's got his 4th base up. Does a Barcode. Marines do have that +1/+1 and combat shield now. Working on +2/+2 because INnoVation's upgrades are disgustingly good. Creep spread pushing down this way and does get target fired. No, it ends up going down. 1 Marine gets left behind with the eventual pickup there by INnoVation. And yeah, just, I mean, nothing's really bothering INnoVation back home either, really. So that's good for him, right? I guess there is a Zergling in this mineral line trying to take down everybody at the 3rd base, but Marines clearing him out, no problem. We got tanks, we got Marauders, we got +2/+2 on the way for INnoVation, looking pretty darn fantastic. And that is a hive, an 8-minute hive for this Barcode player. Macro hatch inside the main base. Whoever this player is, it's a 3:47 APM, and they need a macro hatch. Get macro hatches, Zerg players. It's okay. It's all right. You can totally do it. Banelings here with Centrifugal Hooks going to roll on into this mineral line and cause some problems. Really should put these tanks in siege mode. Are they going to accidentally scout this? Oh, yes. They are getting kind of target fired. Oh, only 1. Oh, wow. That was well played by INnoVation. None of the Banelings make it in there. I think 1 maybe exploded just on the periphery of a couple of those SCVs, and they took some damage but didn't die. Zerglings rolling in. They're like, all right, look, we are basically useless. We can... Oh, this 3rd base by INnoVation is in a lot of trouble. SCVs running for their lives right now. Oh, no, the Banelings! Moment of silence for those Banelings, please. For those Banelings, those SCVs. 24 of them have been killed. Wow. Zerglings shut down that 3rd base like they own the joint. +1/+1 lings. Pretty good stuff. Tanks setting up in the traditional location here. Actually, they can hit those eggs. That's pretty amazing stuff. They're lings and both sides coming on in. All the tanks are dead, if nothing else. Marines try to stand in there and save their friends, but this is too much. It's 74 to 45 harvesters. More Marines are coming in here for INnoVation. They do have the +2/+2, but it's just too much stuff from Barcode. They are surrounding the Marines. Banelings are rolling in. Splits are pretty good. And INnoVation actually won that engagement. That was not great to engage off the creep there from the Barcode player, but 12 more Banelings on the way, 30 more lings on the way, getting adrenal glands, getting +2/+2 for those lings too. Is he gonna win this thing with ling Baneling? Where's your higher tech, dude? I am so confused by this. It's basically just Queen Ling Baneling. The 4th base by Barcode might be in a lot of trouble here. Queens focus down. They really need to hit those medevacs, if nothing else here. Banelings cruising in really fast on that creep. Decent hits, but decent splits as well. Zerglings here catching, reinforcing units as they come across the map. That is such a play that I haven't seen in a while here. Fourth base for Barcode is going to die, but the Lings and the Banelings inside the third base killing more of these units, continuing to push up. There are just Queens and some drones defending. Banelings popping just at the right time for Barcode, getting some decent hits there. The number of Marines is pretty low at this stage of the game. The Marauders, too, doing okay for themselves. There's a tank back there firing on the Queens. It does get picked up and saved. Are these Marines, are these Zerglings still here? They are, but they're dead. They are dead. That is 32 SCVs killed by Barcode at this point in the game. Creep spread pushing even as INnoVation's retreating along those lines. A fifth base came up during that whole process. The fourth base has not been replanted, but I don't know that Barcode feels like he needs it. He really needs 5 bases at this stage of the game. INnoVation is barely on 3 bases right now. He does have his tanks. They got +1 armor and +3 on the way. For his Marines and Marauders. Viper's in production. Is that going to be it? Ling, Bling, Viper? Where is your other tech? That's it. It's Ling, Bling, Viper, man. That's all he needs to beat INnoVation, whoever this Barcode player is. They're pretty good. And I guess if you meet a GM Barcode player on the ladder, you really have to take them seriously. You don't know who they are. You don't know how good they're going to be. You just got to play at the top of your game. And, I mean, this is taking everything that INnoVation has to even stay even with this dude. Fourth base is being replanted, so we'll call this the fifth down along the left side. Fully saturated base. Banelings coming in. 36 more Lings on the way. He's not even really killing medevacs. He's killed 2 medevacs this entire game. Spore crawlers versus medevacs here. Not exactly where you want to be. Queens coming on in, saying, get out of my house. Transfusing each other. Lings doing stuff. Forcing the retreat there. Spore crawlers getting decent hits off. Unloading at the fourth base too. Abusing the fact there is no Spire from the Barcode player, but then now the medevacs get picked off by the Queens, and now everybody is dead. Another army coming up, though, from INnoVation. Do not count him out yet, good sirs. But this is just too much. Blinding Cloud on the tanks allowed the Lings to get right on top of everything. Everything. Parasitic Bomb here, Blinding Cloud here, Lings and Banelings crushing everything on the ground. The medevacs retreat in shame, having saved a handful of units here, but that's about it. 156 to 119 supply. Is not going well for INnoVation, even in the teeniest or tiniest of bits. More SCVs dying? That's 33 SCVs that have been killed. So we're just a 5-base economy from Barcode. Don't mind us. 5-base economy. Ling, Baneling, Viper. New meta. Oh, going for Ultralisks. Okay, so now Ultras versus what INnoVation's doing here. Burrowed Banelings. Burrowed Banelings. Does he have tanks? 2 tanks. Marauders, 4 Marauders. No. If Ultras pop here, it's game over. He is largely running with Marines right now. This is just a flood, man. You just don't have enough. Is there even, are we even bothering to Blinding Cloud or Parasitic Bombs on the medevacs to try to kill them and have them hurt each other too? Oop, flying right into that Parasitic Bomb. Right about there here. If INnoVation's going to do something, he needs to do it now, before those Ultras start to pop out, because they will be fully upgraded Ultras, and they will cleave through these Marines like they are made of hot butter. Well, made of hot butter? Cleave through Marines like a knife through hot butter, I believe. That's how that one should work. Cruising on in again. It's just been this over and over. Lings and Banelings trying to split as best as you can. Here's INnoVation. Losing another tank. Losing tanks is real bad for this. More Parasitic Bomb. More Lings cruising in from the top. And Banelings just cruising in too off the creep like they don't even care at this stage of the game. This is amazing out of our Barcode player. Whoever this is, I don't know. We're going to call him Sue. We're going to call him, this is Sue level play. This is Rogue level play here. He's making INnoVation look completely impotent in the face of these attacks. It's just been Ling, Baneling, Viper. There's no way this should be working as well as it is. Another base on the way from Barcode. He feels extremely safe to do that. He's got 3/3 Lings with adrenal glands, Banelings with 3/3, Ultralisks popping out of eggs now too, which I've always wondered how that works because these eggs are not very big. Do we have any on the way? Yep, here's one. See, look. Tiny egg. Whoa! Ultralisk. Fourth base trying to be landed here by INnoVation, but he's down 151 to 112 supply. He's down about 30 workers, too. I mean, the Marines are 3/3. There just aren't enough of them. It is 76 Zerglings versus 31 Marines. And the Ultras are here now, too. And the Vipers. And, ooh, knocking down those rocks so the Ultras can't get in. That was a great heads-up play by INnoVation for sure. Ling's rolling down along this left side. INnoVation's third base. Going to be in a lot of trouble here. There's tank fire. It's going to be Blinding Cloud this time. There are some Liberators, which are really, really good in this situation, but it's just too much. Parasitic Bomb on the Liberators. Baneling's crushing on through here. Ultra, let's get the third base location. 121 to 90 supply. Ling's rolling into the fourth base. This isn't even a planetary fortress, ladies and gentlemen. What? What is happening here? This might just be... I mean, this is not INnoVation the best we've seen out of him. Again, he has been struggling. He has been struggling from time to time. For the last, I don't know, 18 months or so. I know Terran fans are pretty disappointed by his play, but this is insane. Ling Bling Ultra Viper is doing this to INnoVation. Liberator sets up. There's not enough of them to really prevent Barcode from doing anything here. Abducts the Liberator, does take it out of defender mode, but then immediately just goes right back on into it because, of course, you do. Banelings killed a tank. That looks like tank debris down there for sure. And now chasing away. This medevac count. Okay, so it's 12 medevacs and 16 Marines. Everybody has their own personal healer at this stage, which you'd think would be good, but it's actually bad. If you have enough... Are there still... Oh, there's burled Zerglings down here. And a Baneling rolls through! Oh, and then the Lings pop up and finish off everything. Rolling into this attack at the front here. INnoVation's not even really splitting anymore, and that's it. A good game from INnoVation. He's defeated, and Barcode is your winner in 16 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, I am... so incredibly inspired here by this Barcode player. He held INnoVation's attacks with Lings and Banelings. And that's it. And a bunch of Queens for a long time. Eventually he got Vipers, which helped against the tanks, and did some Parasitic Bomb against the Medevacs, but really only killed 8 of them. That's about it. And he won. Ultras kind of played a part a little bit, but I don't think they were a huge... I mean, what? He made... There was 1 and 1. He made 2 in the entire game. 25,000 resources lost for Barcode against 21 for INnoVations. I mean, 573 Zerglings died, 55 Banelings, a base, 4 Queens, an Ultra, and 12 drones, versus 204 Marines. And everything else that was lost here by INnoVation was really no big deal. Just this happening at his fourth base was bad, and then he lost most of the stuff at his third base a couple times. That Baneling hit was one of the most disgusting Baneling hits. So the Lings come in from the left side, the SCVs retreat out the right, obviously. Then the Baneling come through this front door, line up perfectly with the SCVs as they're lined up, and they're dead. That's all she wrote. Incredible, incredible stuff from Barcode. Sue or Rogue. I mean, top Zerg players on the Korean ladder, name them. Name who they could be. Let me know in the comments. If you've been watching someone and you know that they really favor this kind of Baneling thing against Terran, let me know in the comments, and I'll update the title. But great stuff indeed. All right, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.